For over 20 years, I followed strict training programs. And then I stopped. I started training without a training program. And after a decade as a professional athlete, my progress completely disappeared, which first was really hard to accept, to be honest, until I realized something most people completely misunderstand about training. For most of my life, training meant structure. I was part of the national cycling team, and later I competed as an HYROX Elite 15 athlete. Every session was planned, every benchmark tracked. Training was a numbers game, and it was paying my bills. It was basically pure structure and progression. In February 2025, I finished my career. After years of structure, I wanted something different. Freedom, no gym, no programs, basically just staying fit like most people out there. So I bought a pull-up bar, a pair of kettlebells, and I started training at home, completely by feel for the first 6 weeks. And I have to say, at first, it felt great. But then something strange happened, which is probably happening to you as well. Before starting, I ran a few benchmark tests. So I tested my pull-ups, my dips, my air squats, my push-ups. And then I just trained whenever I felt like. Some days I trained really hard, some days I skipped sessions. And other days when I felt great, I did way too much volume. Every workout was different. I just did random workouts in the end. And after 6 weeks, I went back and I retested my benchmarks and nothing happened at all. Barely something changed. Despite 20 years of training experience at the highest level, I would say I know my body really well. So after the benchmark test, I sat down and I basically realized what the real problem was. Freedom sounds great, but in training, freedom really quickly turns into randomness. And randomness kills progress, because strength or a lean, fit body doesn't come from doing random things. It comes from repeating the same things long enough, consistent enough, and progressing them so that at the end of a training cycle, you improve. A lot of people never get stronger, leaner, or more capable because they don't repeat the simple things long enough. So after 6 weeks, I basically went back to what actually works: structure. I started training with really simple training programs again. 3 to 4 sessions per week focused on calisthenics and bodyweight movements, following the 2 principles I have shared before, the 2-5-15 rule and the repetition method I'm using. Both are tagged in the pinned comment below if you want to check them. Since then, and in the last 10 to 12 months, I've reached 34 pull-ups, 54 dips, and 76 strict push-ups. But the biggest change weren't the numbers. It was this: I started training consistently again. I enjoy the sessions and I make progress because I stick to a certain structure finally again. And my training fits my real life. I run 2 companies, I have a little family, and I train 3 to 4 times per week for 40 to 60 minutes steadily. And the progress is great. And honestly, it's the best training I've ever done. Training by feel can work for some people, not for me. Maybe not for you. The biggest lesson from all this is really simple. Capability comes from repeating the simple things over and over again for a long enough time, not randomness. If you want to get strong, lean, and capable, follow a program. It doesn't need to be complicated, but follow something for at least 4 weeks before changing something. For me, that's calisthenics. For you, that might be something completely different, and it doesn't really matter. But the principle is always the same. And if you want to train using the same structure I'm using, check the foundation program in the description. And if you want to learn more about my training philosophy, check this video. See you in the next one, guys.